Thank you for tuning in. This is 101.5 KZKA FM, home of the Wolves, here at the Los Angeles Academy of Arts and Enterprise. This is an interview made by students for the Los Angeles community to showcase local artists, musicians, politicians, and local creatives. Please enjoy.
This is 101.5 KZKA FM. This is DJ Garcia.
And I'm Sophia.
And today we have our special guest today. His name is Sergio German. He plays in a Los Angeles rock band called Sounds Like Disco. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. So did your band originate in Los Angeles?
Yeah, so we're Los Angeles based. But we live in different parts of LA, but we're still, considered a LA band. We mostly rehearse and play a lot around like the Sunset and Echo Park area. So yeah, I think for the most part we're LA band.
What drew you to the music industry?
I think just growing up really into just playing music. It's just something that you progress as you get older. You just, you see people that you admire them playing shows and doing all kinds of stuff, and you want to just emulate it. So like I wanted to do my part in whatever I could to play music live.
If you could choose anyone who inspired you to make music, who would it be?
There's just so many people that I look up to. For me, for the most part, I can't really speak for everybody, but like the Strokes and Block Party and just like very like early like 2000s kind of like alternative rock and stuff like that really like influenced me into the music that I'm playing now. However, I've been in countless of bands growing up, from playing metal hardcore to like a reggae band and just other stuff. So yeah, just a mixture of everything.
Is there a hidden meaning in your music?
I don't know. That's tough. I don't really write a lot of the lyrics, so it's kind of tough for me to tell you guys that if there are hidden meanings in the songs. I'm sure there might be. I would have to ask my singer more about that. And it's not something I really like focus too much. I'm not really a good lyric writer. I just kind of focus on making like good music and cool sounding stuff. So yeah, maybe I got to look into that.
Out of everything in the music industry, what's your favorite part about it?
I think playing and just meeting new people. In the past couple of years, I've had the experience of going on tour a couple times and just meeting new people and being in a different city in a different days, really exciting and really fresh to do. But one thing I just didn't really like of that in particular thing is just the traveling. Like I hate the in-between time from getting from city to city. It's very uncomfortable being in a van for more than 2 weeks, and you're just trying to find your own spot to like sleep or sit down for like 8 hours at a time. So, but other than that, it's pretty fun.
Have you ever dealt with performance anxiety or like stage fright?
Yeah, actually, every time I play, I get a little bit nervous, and it's not something that I don't think I can ever brush away. It's just one of those things like. I think when you're excited to do something, you're always going to have butterflies because you're nervous that you want to do it right and whatnot. And I have like little things that calm me down that I do, and little exercises that I normally do before I play to kind of distract me from whatever's going on. So yeah, I think it's just a normal part of doing something that you care, deeply.
What would you tell someone who was trying to get into like the music industry, like play music or something?
I would definitely tell them to, practice as much as they can, learn their instrument, and know what they're trying to, do for the most part. It's real tough when you're starting out because you're trying to figure out your sound, you're trying to figure out how to play instruments and stuff like that. But, don't be discouraged. It takes time, you're not going to be, perfect in a year. It's going to take, a couple of years for you to really, like, get focused and, start building a fan base and stuff like that. But if you have a really cool song, maybe you'll do it much faster.
Where is your favorite place to perform?
That's tough. I think there's a venue that I always wanted to play at since I was younger. And I recently, I think in the last year, I was able to play that venue, and it's called the Troubadour. And it's one of those venues that is very historic. You had like really classic bands play there, and like it's a place where I would see some of my favorite bands like do concerts at. And then when I had the opportunity to like play there, it was just one of those moments that you just, it seems like it's fake, but it's actually real life, and it's a little mini accomplishment to do. So I think the Troubadour would be my number one place to play.
Cool. Is that in California or?
Yeah, it's actually here on Sunset. It's like in West LA, or West Hollywood more. And yeah, there's so many like big artists that play there. You've had like Guns N' Roses, The Killers. You had like Franz Ferdinand, The Strokes. You had like hip hop artists. You had like Nas go there recently, and Tyler the Creator played there. Like all these like iconic people have played there, and it's just getting the opportunity to just have your name on that like billboard thing in front of the building is just really cool.
Must get packed, huh?
It was pretty full. It was cool. Yeah, it's one of those. But the one thing I was kind of disappointed in, and I guess because in your head you imagine other stuff, but I don't know if you guys ever kind of like imagine like the little rooms that the artists are in before they start playing.
Like the dressing rooms?
Yeah,
or?
like the dressing rooms. For me, I thought it was going to be something real legit. Like, and when we got there, it was just like a really crappy, dirty room with like one toilet. And it was just kind of weird. I was like, oh, like super famous people go here, and this is like a crappy room. But, I mean, it was cool. It was part of the experience, I guess.
What kind of instruments do you guys play?
So we play more kind of conventional instruments. So we have 2 guitar players, which is myself and our guitar player, Miguel. We have our bass player, Jake. And then we have our drummer, Jimmy. And our singer, Callie. I also do some backup vocal stuff, but I don't really like to do too much of it. But whenever you have to, I'll pull up and, do some backup stuff.
Do you guys travel?
Yeah, we do quite a bit of traveling. Right now we're kind of on a slowdown in traveling. We're writing a lot of music, writing a full album. We're working with this, mindset of like making a whole album soon, and that's what we've been focusing so much. But for the most part, yeah, we play a lot in LA. I think at least 50 times a year.
Wow.
We try to tour. We've gone the West Coast a couple times. So we've gone all the way to like Canada. We've done like Portland, Seattle, Fresno, San Francisco, San Diego, like all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we've done a bit of traveling, and we're hoping to do a little bit more. We're actually playing fairly soon. I think we're playing this Sunday actually, March 3rd, here in a local venue here in LA.
Oh, cool. Where's that located?
The venue is called El Cid. I think it's fairly close to the Echo Park area. It's pretty popular. So yeah, but I think that's all we have so far. For now, I think during the summer, we're gonna focus on playing more. But for right now, we're just into that writing mode.
What genre would you put your music in?
It's tough. I mean, I think we're definitely like indie rock with a little bit of like more attitude, I guess, like early 2000s kind of punky attitude. But I think some of our newer songs are very pop based, and it's not bad. It's just a little bit different from what we're used to.
Was making music your first dream job?
I don't know if I would consider it a job. It's just something that I love to do. I would love to do it, full time. That'd be great. It's one of those things that, if it happens, is amazing. But at the moment, like I currently, I have to work. We're not famous or anything like that, and I love what I do. I work at a school, and it's very fulfilling as well. It's a different kind of like enjoyment. But I mean, if I could play music every day, then that would be great too.
If you guys never met, or if the band never formed, what would you be now?
That's tough. I think definitely I would still be playing music. I don't think that would stop. But it'd be tough because a lot of the experiences I've had with this band is one of those things that, doesn't really happen that often. But I could still see myself playing music somewhere. I don't know to what degree, but definitely still pursuing some music stuff.
Have you ever collabed with anyone?
Yeah, we've collabed with a couple people before. I think our biggest collab, and this was very early on into our music career as a band, was having a singer from this pretty popular band called Moving Units. He ended up writing a song with us. Well, we still play. It's called Details. And I think that's the biggest collab thing we've had. For us, he was a really big artist to work with us. So we're really grateful at the time. So, but yeah, I think that's mostly it.
Wow. How did you guys form?
So a couple of us know each other and from separate bands and just overall kind of just know somebody. I think the core members of the band, which at this time was me. I had our drummer, Jaime Sendejas, Jimmy, who we've been playing in bands in and out, since we're in high school together. We ended up meeting our guitar player. Well, I met him actually when I was going to college. I ended up meeting him, and he kind of got in the band kind of just by being there at the right place at the right time.
So it was all a natural thing?
Yeah, it was weird. He came to practice once, and he never really left, which was kind of weird. Our bass player, we kind of, we were looking for somebody, and we posted it up in a couple different places, and he was interested, and he joined, and he was just the right fit. And then our singer was kind of the same thing, and then it kind of just worked out. The band's been a band for a while, but this core group, which I think is really considered what the band is now, I think we've been together for around 2 to 3 years now. So yeah, I think that's how we mostly formed, just kind of right place, right time kind of thing.
Thank you. Do you have anything to plug, any social media? Or?
Yeah, we have our website at soundslikedisco.com. You can check all of our stuff there. We're pretty active on Spotify as well and Instagram. So just type in Sounds Like Disco, and we should be the first ones to pop up.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to 101.5 KZKA FM, Home of the Wolves. This has been DJ Garcia.
And I'm Sophia.
Tune in next time for more.